We'll be learning about components and groups in Sketchup and how to move objects from one place to another. Let's create a cube using the rectangle and the push-pull tool. Draw a rectangle of any size. Use the push-pull tool to create a cube out of it. Select. Assuming we want to move this cube from one place to another, this is the Move tool. Click on it. If you click on any edge and try to move it, you see that it drags the particular edge you have clicked on instead of moving the entire cube. And that is not what we want to achieve. So with Escape, the right way to do this, select, is to highlight the entire cube and make it a group. This way we can move it from one place to another. Now if we want to copy this object into different places, we would still use this Move tool alongside our Control key. That will be the Command key for Mac users. So we have Control and Move, and that's how it copies it into different places. So this is a group. Now if we want to effect a change in this group, we would double click into the group. For instance, say draw a circle here and use the push-pull tool. Escape and use the push-pull tool. Escape, select. Now we see that only this particular group has changed. But if we want to change a component, for instance, within a project, you do not want to change every single one of them. That will be very time consuming. So what you do is you make it a component. Right click, make a component, and create. Now let's try by copying this component. Control, Move, copy. Select two. Now we want, because these two are similar components, any change you make here would be effected in the second place. Let's give it a try. Double click. You can already see our circle here. Let's make a bigger circle. We see that the change is happening in both places. So that way you can save a lot of time if you have one component scattered across your project. So instead of having to do it one after the other, this is a component. So the difference between a group and a component is this. A component is similar to each other. Whatever change you make in a component affects similar components across the project. However, the group just holds the elements together. Making a change to a group does not affect a similar group. Now, we made a component by right-clicking and creating component or creating group. So we can explode a component or a group by exploding. So we see that it has become several faces again, and the change that happens here would no longer affect this. Right-click, explode. So the same way you explode a group is the same way you explode a component.